Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. And, of course, the YouTube channels throughout social media. Well, we'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as we give you live free sports picks for the games in the primetime hour. And to deliver those plays, well, our professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show for today. We got Mitch to join us. James Clark is with us. And Shorr is with us as well. Outdoor look. It looks great out there. That outdoor set you have. Chris Ruffalo, Shane Mickle, Big Al McMordie, Joe Duffy, and of course, Joe D'Amico from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's take a look here at the lineup today. Duffy, D'Amico, McMordie, Shorr, Mickle, Clark, Ruffalo, Mitch, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, 2 early rainouts, but we have some afternoon action in baseball today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was the victim of one of those rainouts. I love the White Sox today, but unfortunately, Mother Nature had other ideas. What about you, Tony? Any of the early action for you?
No, early action. I just have a 3-pack today, NBA and baseball. All right, let's get it started here, and welcome to the show, Joe Duffy. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Joe, how you doing?
I'm not doing all that well. I hear Mitch says there's too many fat guys on the show. As you know, Tony T, I'm the sensitive type, but unlike Joel Embiid, I can play hurt, so I'm gonna come through even though I'm hurting badly.
All right, you certainly will. All right, Joe, you're taking a look at game tonight from the National Hockey League from Joe Duffy. Might be his first hockey pick on the show. NBC Sports Network, 10 Eastern Time. Avalanche here to host the Vegas Golden Knights. The Avalanche are laying $1.90, total 5.5.
Yeah, I'm a long-time hockey fan, but you're right. From a handicapping standpoint, don't do it quite as much, in part because some of the software isn't quite as great, but I got a really nice system here that essentially says in the playoffs, road teams against high-quality teams are very good value, especially if the team that we are betting on isn't red hot. And I have a system along that way that is plus 101.19 units and a 16.6 return on investment. However, after weighing some of the pros and cons and looking at the simulators that I use, I'm actually going to take the goal and a half. And I know the money line is going up. I should say the juice on the goal and a half is going up a little bit since I sent the play earlier today. But our top simulator still has us covering it 65% of the time, so it's nice value. I look for Vegas to bounce back here after that blowout where they were mentally and physically tired, but I do think the fact they got an extra day's rest will really help them out. Also, Marc-Andre Fleury was a surprise. He didn't start the last game, so he's going to be well rested. So you're going to have a Vegas team that's going to be quite rested. Look, the Massey Power ratings have this as only a half a goal spread. I like the Action Network power ratings are pretty solid. They have Colorado by just 0.6 goals better. So, and finally, even a contrarian information, a lot of square money, a lot of small bettors are betting on Colorado minus the 1.5, which is usually a good idea to fade. So several of my metrics are all pointing towards the same team. Going with them outright, plus the big number is tempting, but my official pick will be Vegas plus the 1.5. W marks the center square.
All right, Joe Duffy here, going to take the plus 1.5 goals of Vegas Golden Knights tonight in Game 2 of the doubleheader. All right, Chris, what say you in this one? We know that the Vegas Golden Knights been a really good road team, 21-11, returning about 8.5 units.
Yeah, the stigma for Vegas since their inception to league was that they can only win at home. Well, now they're winning on the road, but I think I went with Colorado on the puck line in the video. I think I'm going to go with the under here, though. I just think that this is going to be a battle. I don't know why Marc-Andre Fleury didn't start Game 1. I mean, historically, you would think that it would favor the team with rest, but the team coming off of Game 7s usually perform better. But it was just a head-scratching decision from Peter DeBoer in Game 1. And I'm just kind of going to take it easy on this one and see how this really shapes out with the traditional goaltenders in net for both teams.
All right, Chris going to look under, but Joe Duffy here, Vegas Golden Knights puck line, plus 1.5 goals, minus 145 against Colorado Avalanche. This is your second game of the doubleheader, 10 Eastern Time, NBC Sports Network. All right, let's look over at Pig Dogs Premium more tonight. Well, we've got a good board for Major League Baseball. We got some NBA going on as well as hockey. We're looking here at Joe. We're 305 units past 7 days, documented over Pig Dogs Premium. Joe, what do you have going on over at the site today?
Yeah, we do have 4 nighttime winners in Major League Baseball, plus an NBA. Usually I've had a decent number of NBA plays, but only one side or total does rise to my level of premium play tonight. But also, like I said, 4 Major League Baseball, and this is especially as the date is really coming in, season to date. Baseball season is going to get even stronger. So we got a nice portfolio tonight, 5 total winners tonight. 5 winners in total, I should say. They're not all totals bets, but 5 winners in total, all over at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Joe Duffy over at Pick Dogs for him tonight. Get on board with his one day pack tonight, and of course, you see the numbers here: 305 units of profit past 7 days. That is all documented. So if you go to Pick Dogs, you can check that out. Check every play that is released. Get on board with Joe Duffy tonight, and of course, take those winnings and upgrade to that long-term pass. That 3, 7, and 7 day pass will get you every play that Joe Duffy releases for that period of time over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Joe, as always, great having you on the show. Is that your second haircut since COVID?
Yeah, that's true. Good eye there. I did get my haircut yesterday. So, yeah, I know I'll never be. You were talking off the mic how hot the other Joe D was. And again, I'm very sensitive. So I don't want to be. I know I'm always going to be the second best looking Joe D, but I want to narrow the gap a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, Joe. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk to you in a couple days.
We will.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the drive. We'll continue on the show. I forgot to make this announcement earlier, right, Chris? We get 200 likes. The audience today will get a free premium pick from you.
Absolutely. We did it so well with Rod Zawacki yesterday, and another premium winner. We're going to have another one today from me. Like Tony said, 200 likes. I'll toss you guys a premium pick, and it's Whale Bet Wednesday, one of my favorite days of the week, so it's going to be a great play.
Yeah, we know it's going to be a great play. They said that we couldn't get it done yesterday, right? All of the naysayers are, there's no way that's going to happen. Of course we got well over 200 yesterday. So guys, keep those likes coming in. Keep the thumbs up coming. We like that when you say it's not going to happen, because it even motivates us even more. We just go ahead and do it. You can even tell us there's no way we're going to do it. We like that as well. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Time to welcome. Let's go over to Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're going to go ahead and welcome Joe to Mickle to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing fantastic work up there. Joe, how's it going?
I am wonderful.
Well, we got your mic. We just lost your sound there, Joe.
I want to say 2 quick things. Number 1, I'm a little hurt. My feelings are hurt. And Mitch, I think, is right there with me. Tony, you guys with hair are always bringing up haircuts and things like that. Just one of these days, maybe you could pick up the hair that comes off the floor at the barbershop, stick it in a bag, and overnight it to me. Second thing I want to say about Chris Ruffalo, I was talking to him before the show, and he mentioned to me, listeners and viewers, that if he gets 300 likes, he'll do tomorrow's show wearing nothing but a Speedo. Let's get those 300 likes, please. Those are his words, not mine.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody that, Joe. That was in confidence.
Well, I'm sorry. The cat's out of the bag. I apologize.
Oh, well, okay. Well, there we go. 300 likes. You guys get a Speedo. Okay, I think we just got some thumbs down because of it. But that's okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. Guys, keep those thumbs up coming in for that premium pick from Chris, and we'll see what happens when we get to 300. We'll see if Chris is up for that as well.
Oh, God.
All right, Joe, we're going to the West Coast here, 9 Eastern time. Not that 10:30 Eastern, not that 10 Eastern, but it's 9 Eastern time. Still a little more daylight out there. Dodgers to host the Cardinals here. LA laying 225, total of 8.
Well, Tony, Chris, this is the last game of St. Louis's 10-game road trip. They won 5 of the last 7, including yesterday's Game 2 of the series. While Los Angeles is still one of the top teams expected to win the NL pennant this season, with almost a third of the season in the books, the Dodgers are looking more mortal than they have in years. This is a team that shot 4 of their last 5, and their pitching staff, what can we say? They've sprung a leak so big it rivals the hole left by that iceberg that sunk the Titanic. Carlos Martinez is going for St. Louis. He's pitched quite well over about the last month and a half. 6 good weeks, solid performance, good quality starts, and in his 7 career starts versus LA, he's a very respectable 3-3 with a 3.09 ERA. The Dodgers are 1-4 of the last 5 versus the NL Central, and more importantly, 1-4 of the last 5 at home versus teams with a straight-up winning record. I like St. Louis here. I'll take the 1.5 on the run line to err the side of caution. You're going to get a 1.5 at even money. I'm going to bet it and take my bookmaker's money. You join me, and you will too.
All right, Joe to Mickle here on the Cardinals run line, plus 1.5 runs. You're getting plus money here, plus 105 against the LA Dodgers. All right, Chris, what say you in this one? We saw that really great defensive play last night by St. Louis to cap that victory. And of course, I always thought that you get really good momentum out of plays out there from your defense.
Absolutely. Tyler O'Neill. I'm proud to say I have him on my fantasy roster, but unfortunately, highlight plays don't do it for me. But I do think that the St. Louis Cardinals are a fantastic play tonight. The Dodgers, they haven't, even with the recent winning run they've been on, haven't lived up to expectations, at least lofty expectations for the better part of the season. And they're only 6-4 in Walker Buehler's starts this year. So we all forget, recency bias would say that Carlos Martinez has struggled, but I think he's back to pitching like his ace-type self more often than not, and I think there's great value with the plus 1.5. Put a little bit on the money line as well, around plus 200.
Yeah, Martinez, no doubt about that. Got those walks down to guys' control. And, of course, Dodgers not hitting as well as they have here recent outings here. And they've been held to an average of 3 runs per game over their past 3. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. Remember Joe D'Amico, where you're doing fantastic work there over at the site. We're seeing that you're posting 741 units of profit past 30 days. That is all documented. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, Tony, I started the month of June going 2-1 yesterday, and as you know, for months now, I've been on both the NBA and the MLB leaderboards. I plan to stay there tonight. 4 big winners on the Pick Dogs board. I have my 15-5 MLB home run play. 15-5 this season alone. They are red hot. I have 3 big winners in the NBA. The Hawks-Knicks winner, my 53-18-2 NBA Vegas insider move, and my crash the boards play. They're a perfect 100% this postseason. Guys, you get all these winners right here at Pick Dogs individually, or even better, let's save you money while we make you money. Grab one of those long-term packages. Stay with me for 3, 7, or 30 days. Guys, get all my winners for a prolonged period of time. Make a ton of money. Let me save you some money by getting those discounted packages, and you'll stay with me, probably go on even further after that.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs. You see the numbers here. 741 units of profit past 30 days. That is all documented. If you go over to the Pick Dogs premium site, check out Joe's numbers there. It'll all add up. Of course, get on board with this one-day pass. Go with the long-term passes as well. That 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass is your best value. You get every play that Joe releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for that time period you select. Or you can do the 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match Joe D'Amico with Chris Ruffalo. You can match him with Big Al McMordie. You can match him up with Rod Zawacki. You pick the capper on that 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, Joe, as always, great having you on the show. Enjoy Las Vegas. But, we're in June, buddy. Those 16-ounce water bottles just don't cut it in June.
It's not water, it was vodka. But I will tell you, as soon as I get off the show, I'm literally going to put a 4-pound tomahawk steak right on the grill 30 feet that way, and I'll be in the pool 2 minutes after that. Mitch, the whole crew is invited anytime you want, but thank you for having me. I always have a great time. It's my favorite show on the planet. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Tony. And everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
Have a winning day. Joe D'Amico here on the drive-thru. I'm going to tell him, you got to get to in Vegas. You got to walk around with about a gallon water. You see people walk around with over there. Sometimes even that 1 liter. But 16 ounces it just doesn't cut it there in Vegas. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And before we do, just a reminder everybody here to be sure to subscribe to our channel. Of course, free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started in the morning with the morning show. You got. Boy, is that what a show that is when you got Mitch, Rod Zawacki, and Brian Biller. They can't agree on anything. When they don't, it turns into some fireworks. So you guys want to check that out. 10:30 a.m. Eastern time every single day. Of course, we got those YouTube premium shows, and follow the link below and get on board with those premium shows. Great value there. And, of course, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. As we always say, guys, we need those thumbs and those likes. It helps us build up our audience. And today's a special day because if we get to 200, Chris is giving out our premium pick. Right, Chris?
Absolutely. Tony always mentions it, and we always ask just for those likes because, like you said, that helps us build up the audience. And in reality, you guys are the ones we do this for. Without you guys, without the Pick Dogs family, there is no Pick Dogs. So, it lets us know that what you guys like what we're doing, and we're doing it for you. So if you just give us those thumbs up, those likes, we really appreciate all the support. And like Tony said, you're going to get one of my Whale Bet Wednesday plays, some of my best plays of the week. You're going to get one of them tonight just for 200 likes. So let's get those thumbs up in. Easy for me to say. And we'll get you guys a free premium winner tonight.
Free premium winner on the recap from Chris Ruffalo. We get to 200 likes. We're almost halfway there already. That's a pretty good start, so keep them coming in. I think they want to get to 300. I think that's really what they want to get to.
God.
All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome Big Al McMordie from SoCal. Al, how you doing?
I'm doing well. It's always hard to follow Joe D'Amico, but we'll give it our best shot.
Absolutely. Give it the best shot as you always do. Big Al, all right, tonight, NBA action, 7 Eastern time. This one's on NBA TV. 76ers to host the Wizards. 76ers looking for the closeout favorite, 6, total 229.5.
This is a pretty interesting series so far. And if you take a look at how the games have gone, the winning team has scored 125, 120, 132, and then in the last game, 122 points. So we've had high-scoring games. 3 of the 4 have gone over the total. And the knee-jerk reaction might be to look for another high-scoring game in this Game 5, especially since Philadelphia's defensive presence, Joel Embiid, will be out. But be careful, as when you take a look at NBA playoff games over the last 31 seasons, if the winning team has scored 117 or more points in back-to-back games, the next game tends to be relatively low scoring, and they've gone under the total 56% of the time over 31 years. And Tony, as you just mentioned, this is an elimination game. And elimination games, not surprisingly, also tend to be more defensive struggles, as teams definitely want to focus on the defensive end so they don't get home, don't get set packing. So those games have gone under the total 54% going back to 1991. You put it all together, I like this game under the total of 229.5. And another thing, of course, to mention, obviously Embiid is out, but then Washington has lost Davis Bertans, a three-point threat, so their offense is going to be hurting as well, and I think this is going to be a lower-scoring game tonight. All
right, Big Al looking for a lower-scoring game. No Embiid here with that injury. All right, Chris, what really got my attention in the game in Game 4 is the fact that Russell Westbrook, 21 rebounds, so he's very active. He'll be active defensively here.
And you look at this whole series, the only time that Philadelphia's really struggled offensively is when Joel Embiid wasn't in the lineup. He was only in the lineup 11 minutes in Game 4, and it was the one game that the Sixers lost. So I think he's going to be the catalyst for a lot of the offense. If he's not in it, you're going to see a big scoring drop-off from the Sixers. And I think the Wizards, it's like as much as they like to push the pace, I think they're going to want to take a little bit more care of the basketball tonight to make sure they get the most out of every possession. I think we got an under coming in here as well. I think this one finishes around 220, but not 229.
All right, agreement here. Sixers and Wizards under 229.5 to begin 7 Eastern time, NBA TV. All right, let's go over to Pick Dogs Premium right now. Take a look at what's going on from Big Al. Number 1 documented for 2021 over the site. 49.30 units of profit, all documented. You can check it out over at Al's profile page at Pick Dogs Premium. We got some Major League Baseball, some NBA hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, lots of stuff tonight, guys. The feature play is my one and only 5-star NHL game of the year. It's my first 5-star of this NHL season. In fact, it's my first 5-star since 2019 in hockey. We won our 5-star NHL game of the year that season with the San Jose Sharks against the St. Louis Blues. So it's our first 5-star NHL play in 2 years, and it's my game of the year going tonight on Wednesday, and you can get it at Pick Dogs. To round it out, we have a 3-game package in the NBA, 2 sides, 1 total in that triple pack, and we also have a baseball play for those who want to get some action in on the diamond. And just go to Pick Dogs Premium. You can also join for a week or for 30 days. You can team me up with any of the other terrific handicappers here, and you can win a lot of money.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here. Number 1 here for 2021, 49.30 units of profit. He's got that big play going tonight, or he's got also some one-day passes as well. Get on board with Big Al McMordie. But if you want the best savings, get one of those long-term passes. That 30-day all-sports pass will get you every play that Big Al releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for 30 days. Of course, if you add a second capper, if you had 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Talk to you on Thursday.
All right, Al McMordie here on the drive through. Let's continue on. Keep those thumbs up coming. Almost halfway there. 125 units. I'm sorry, 125 units. 125 thumbs up so far for the show. So keep them up. We get to 200, and we will get you that premium play here from Chris Ruffalo. Let's continue on here on the drive through. It's time to welcome to the show Ann Shorr. We'll find Ann here. Here she is. Ann, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing great. Nice outdoors. Beautiful day out there in Philly. Is that where you're at today?
Oh, no, I'm in Jersey. I'm in my backyard. I got the Sixers game on right in front of me. Can't wait for it to start. Beautiful night. We'll probably smoke some cigars, have some wine. I can't wait. It's just a beautiful day. I needed this. I don't know how I ended up getting the night off, but I'll tell you what, if you get 500, I'll do the show next week in a Speedo. How's that sound?
Oh, goodness, you got that there.
Since I'll be by the pool next week, right?
500 likes. She said it, and Shorr said it, and she'll deliver. She said it, she'll be at the beach next week. It'll be in a Speedo. All right, we love that. All right.
There you go.
There you go. 7:30 Eastern time. This one on TNT. Knicks to host the Hawks. The Knicks here laying a 1.5 total 208.
Yeah, so you have about 73% of the money coming in on the Knicks, and the line really hasn't moved. The Knicks have been a little bit disappointing, especially after having a great season. And now but you take the Hawks, they're just so much better right now against the spread. They're 5-1 their last 6 games against the spread. They're 5-1 the last 6 games against the spread against a team with the winning record, and they're also 6-2 in the quarterfinals their last 8 games. So I think this is a good spot for the Hawks to just get the job done. One thing too, the Knicks, they've had really good defense, but the thing they just can't seem to hold down Trae Young. 2 of their players really have regressed. You have Randall and Barrett who shot career high behind the arc, and now just postseason they're just not good. And so I just think this is it for them. They're going to get eliminated tonight. This is a premium pick I'm giving out to you guys. I'm taking the money line, but I definitely would lay the points. I just expect the Knicks are going to go, they're going to come out swinging and be competitive, but I just think the Hawks will shut it down. And another thing I noticed too is the total is set very low. And what you've seen in these last playoff games is that when the total is set low, last night, Lakers and Suns, it was just a big blowout game, and that total was set at 207, and this is about 208. So it just seems like lately this pattern was with these low totals that one team's going to get blown out, and that's going to be the Knicks tonight. So I'm going to go with the Hawks.
All right, and Shorr here looking at the Hawks plus 1.5 here against the New York Knicks. All right, Chris, what say you here? We talk about Julie. I'm calling him Sleepy Randall. Sleepy Randall's been asleep here in the postseason, and does he stay asleep, Chris?
Oh man, I don't know. See, this was the one NBA game that I honestly couldn't get a grip for today. It was just because I could make a case for either side of both the side and the total. Yeah, I'm going to ask Ann this because I'm curious to see her opinion on. Are you at all concerned with the Hawks' road form? Going into a hostile MSG, knowing how Trae Young's become the villain essentially for the Hawks, and going with New York with their backs up against the wall, down 3-1, going to MSG, where it's probably going to be a raucous crowd tonight.
I just think with this game, one, I do think that the total will probably stay under, but two, I just think the Knicks, they have a great team. They're going to do amazing next year as well, but I just think this is just the wrap up tonight. And the Hawks, when they lost that game too, they just were tired. You can tell, and I think they're going to be ready to just finish this out tonight.
All right, Atlanta here going for the closeout tonight, and this one will begin 7:30 Eastern time over on TNT and on the Hawks plus 1.5 against the New York Knicks. All right, of course, coming from a Sixer fan. All right, and let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work. Over 1,000 units of profit in 2021. When I look at the 2021 standings, and you're getting a little bit of competition up there. We're seeing Shane Mickle up there. We're seeing Francis. All right, so we're all chasing Big L. Still a lot of year left, over half the year left to get up there. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I definitely dropped the ball the last 2 days. I definitely had 2 bad days in a row. But you know what the thing is I'm ranked number 2 on this site. I go over 52, 54%. So when you see those 2 bad days, you're gonna want to be on my plays tonight. I gave you guys 1 premium. I have 1 more out there. It's up for sale on Pick Dogs. That's going to be a winner. We're bouncing back tonight. We're definitely going to win this. So that's my one and only play.
All right, bounce back here with Ann Shorr over at Pick Dogs. You see the numbers here. 1,045 units of profit for 2021, ranking number 2 on the site. Get on board with her plays tonight or go long-term with her. 3, 7, and 30 all sports patch. You'll get every play that Ann releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for that time period that you choose. I know she's active in baseball and NBA. And, of course, a good time to get on board with Ann Shorr right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. That 2-for-1 promo. Once you add the Ann Shorr with Big Al, you can with James Clark, who's doing great work in the NBA. That'd be a great 2-for-1 capital promotion there. All right, Ann, it's always great having your show. We'll hope to get to 500 likes. We'll see you at the beach. We'll see you on the show from the beach next week.
No, next week I'm at the pool.
Pool at the
Wednesday
pool.
I'll be at the pool, but I'll have that Speedo ready to go if we get those 500 likes.
All right, from the pool.
I'll be swimming anyway, so.
All right, she'll be swimming. No
Sounds
doubt
good.
about that. Sounds good, Ann. Have yourself a great
We
night.
will be at the beach soon though, on that
At the
Friday
beach soon.
show.
That's right. She'll be Beach Friday. Absolutely. All right, Ann. Continued
Thanks,
success.
guys.
We'll talk next week. Oh, actually, we have you for the recap.
I'll see you later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Sounds
All right, Ann
good.
Shorr here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with True Beach. Thumbs up, likes. I got to get my act together here. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Woo! And I just got a text here from James Clark. If we get to 300 likes, he'll give out a premium as well. All right, so we got that's what we do with the 300 likes. All right, let's continue. We got three levels today. You get the 200, you get Chris. We get the 300, Chris and James Clark, and of course we get the 500. We get the premium from Chris, James, and then of course we got Ann and a Speedo next week. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru.
As long as it's not me, man. As long as it's not me, I think we're good at 300.
Yes, she took. We got Ann took one for the team there because we didn't want to see you in a Speedo. No doubt about that. All right, all right. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Shane Mickle. You've seen him atop the leaderboards over at Pig Dogs Premium. Shane, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. All right, here we go. More NBA. By the way, we got every pick from the NBA tonight. All 4 games. And here we go. Jazz, the host of Grizzlies. Jazz laying a bundle here, 9.5. Total sits here at 226, 9:30 Eastern Time, NBA TV.
Yeah, this is a game I locked in on early. I really like this game. I almost made it a premium. Decided to go on the total in this game instead. But still one that is premium level for me. The Grizzlies, each of these games have been right around the last 2 games have been right around this 9, 10, 11 point total. The one thing the Utah Jazz haven't been able to do with the Grizzlies is slow down Morant. The X factor for the Jazz has been Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell has another big game in this one, but I think Morant in a closeout game is going to have a big game too. I don't think the Grizzlies do enough to win it, but I see them losing by 5 or 6 here in the closeout game, which gives us a little wiggle room with the points. Take the points with the Grizzlies.
All right, we got Shane here going to look to take the points with the Grizzlies. I'm kind of agree with him because Memphis, they've been in 2 elimination games, and when you're in the elimination games, they've really been able to come through with wins, and all you got to be here with that 9.5 points, Chris, is you just got to be competitive.
Yeah, I was going to say more often than not, something that adds a little bit of fire under your butt is having your back against the wall, having your season on the line. And I think that's what we've got here. Like Shane said, I expect Morant to leave it all out there with the hopes of fighting another day. And I think 9.5 is just too many. I could also see us finishing at 6, maybe even 7, but not 9.5.
Yeah, that's 3 possessions, over 3. You're getting 3 possessions. And this game lands with 3 possessions. You still get the cover with Memphis here. And I have to be with all you guys' agreement there. Memphis plus 9.5 against Utah Jazz. This one to begin 9:30 Eastern Time. NBA TV will televise it. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work. Look at this, 2,476 units of profit over the past 30 days. That is all documented. You're battling to top the leaderboards for 2021 as well with Ann. And, of course, you're all trying to chase that big L over as who's number 1. But tonight we got good action. We got 4 NBA games. We got a hockey game up there. We've got baseball. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I've got a couple packs to choose from. First, I got a 3-pack NBA. Over my last 17 NBA plays, I'm 15-2, $29.95. Or I got a 5-pack that includes those 3 same NBA plays, an NHL play, and an MLB play, $34.95. Hop on something long term. Let's win together. I'm just starting to get heated up, so let's keep winning.
That's right. Keep winning here with James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here with Shane Mickle here. 2,476 units of profit past 30 days. That is all documented over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get on board with Shane right now. Of course, he's got his one-day passes up there. And, of course, you can take the winnings from the one-day pass and upgrade it to a long-term pass. You got your 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. You get every play that Shane releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for that time period. 2-for-1 capper promotion. Match up Shane with another capper of your choice, like Big Al McMordie. You got Chris Ruffalo, Rod Zawacki, who's been red hot, James Clark, red hot in the NBA. 2-for-1 capper promotion, your best value there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Shane, as always, continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, guys.
Great weekend to you as well. Shane Mickle here on the drive-thru. I will continue on with the coverage, guys. Remember, keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in We get to 200, you get a premium play here from Chris Ruffalo. We get to 300, James Clark will throw in a free premium play. We get to 500, and we get to Ann in a Speedo from her pool next week's show. So keep those thumbs up coming in, guys. So continue on here on the drive-through. And Mitch I might have to stay on the air till about 8 o'clock tonight. We get to 500. How's that? All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And we're going to go ahead and welcome to the show James Clark. By the way, you're taking a break. You know, I'm the one who needs a break. I need a new shirt. But I'm the one. But we're going to give you the break because it's June. It's hot.
I'll go get you one of my shirts. It'll look like a dress on you. But
I should have. I got to get my air conditioning on. We're in June. I don't know what I was thinking. I got all these lights in front of me. So let's go. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're going to go over to Skype and give Chris a break. And I need a wardrobe train, but that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and bring in James Clark right now. We find him over at Pick Dogs, a premium. James, how's it going?
Pretty good, Tony. How you?
I'm doing good. I'm sweating. I'm in a sauna right now. All right, here we go. Clippers to host the Mavericks. Clippers here laying 7.5 total, 2:17, Eastern time. This one's on TNT.
Well, guys, what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at the under. I think, the Clippers have figured out, what Dallas is doing. Luka's coming in. He's going to be a little bit banged up. I know he's a game-time decision. If he don't play, it's definitely going under. But I think, the Clippers, beating and banging on him, hanging on him. They didn't do that the first two games. They tried to put the hand up in his face, and he was drilling it. The next two games, you see what they done. They've slacked down on the defense. So, if the Clippers don't go off and score 150 points, I think this is an easy over, guys. But I really like the over because of the Clippers' defense.
All right, he says, you said you like the over or the under?
I'm in the under. My bad.
Yeah, the under, yeah. He's looking at the under here. Clippers, Dallas, under 217. I can't argue with you. James, as we get deeper into the series, the teams get to know each other more and more, and points are harder to come by. Yeah,
and as you've seen of the last game, the game before that, game 3, you're looking at 240, 250 points. Well, then, the next game, they just clamped down on them. And like you said, game 4, the Clippers, Dallas hardly scored the ball because the Clippers stepped up the defense. And I agree with you. Even both teams, the Dallas has been playing pretty decent defense too when they've been competitive in the games. They wasn't even competitive last game because, the Clippers just hounded down on them. And I look for the same thing to happen. Both teams clamp down and we get a under here.
All right, James here on the under. Clippers in Dallas under 217, and this one has a start time 10 Eastern time. This is your doubleheader game on TNT. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Pin, where you're doing fantastic work. Number 1 in the NBA, over 2,400 units of profit. That is all documented. Go over to Pick Dogs Pin. You can check it out. Every play is there for you to see that James has released. He's a newer capper on the show, about 6 months in already. And look at the numbers. He's putting up some impressive numbers here on the site. James, what do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Pin? We got 4 NBA and a good number of baseball.
I got all 4 picks in the NBA and 1 MLB that I really love. So I got a 5-pack, guys. That's mostly what I like is doing a 5-pack. I'm concentrating a little bit on the NBA games and also an MLB game that I really like. But, guys, go grab this pack. And after we go 5-0 tonight, upgrade 3, 7, or 30 days. Or like I say on the show, guys, I'm telling you, the best deal is the playoff pass right now. I'm on fire right now. I mean, as you see by the numbers, the numbers don't lie. But just go grab it, guys, for $225, and I swear it'll pay off in a few days. And I appreciate all y'all guys' support on there. I know I'm new on here, just like Tony says, 6 months in. But I appreciate y'all guys for all the support. Thank y'all. Team me up, do the 2-for-1 capper. Team me up with Tony. Team me up with Ann, my buddy Trey Jordan, Mitch, Rod. Any of these guys. Like I say, every time we get on here, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do. So grab us, guys, and we'll put money in your pockets.
That's right. James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium is putting money in your pockets. We'll put up the numbers again here. 2,402 units of profit in the NBA. Document number 1. The great value right there is that NBA playoff pass. Get every play that James releases now to the finals of the NBA, the last game of the NBA Finals. Yours for $225. get over to the Pick Dogs Premium. Check out the James Clark over at his profile page. You'll find that product there. Very good promotion right now. $225 NBA end of season pass from James Clark. Or if you prefer, you can go to the 30-day All Sports Pass, and of course you'll get every play James releases. He's also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Match him up with another capper for even greater savings. All right, James, as always, great having your show. And of course, if we get the 300 likes, we'll get a premium pick from you. So right now we're at 224. We got work to do, guys. So get those thumbs up going. Share the video through social media if you would. That will help us get those likes up as well. So just do the share. If you already like, then share the video. That's all we ask. So we'll get to 300. And James, you're going to stay signed on. We'll keep you signed on. If we get to 300 on the recap, then you deliver that premium play. All right, James, have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you soon, my man.
All righty, buddy. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. James Clark here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. And we got Chris back here on the show, back from his break, all freshened up. So let's get on board because he's up next with this baseball pick from him. And by the way, we do have Mitch coming up soon. And by the way, if you missed any of the picks, we'll do a recap at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the game information here for Chris Ruffalo. So we'll be looking at this Twins and Orioles game for tonight. So let's go ahead and get that information up for you here right now. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra in each channel. Orioles to host the Twins. The Twins laying $1.35, total of 10.
Yeah, and I had to, when this game came up on my radar, I had to do two things. I had to check the weather report, and I had to check my calendar because when I look at the mound in Baltimore, all I see are Christmas trees. Two pitchers that are getting lit up like nobody's business. You got Randy Dobnak for the Twins and Matt Harvey for the Baltimore Orioles. Now, we can't forget Baltimore, highest whiff rate in the league, but that also means that they're swinging at a lot of pitches. And even if Matt Harvey's only going in a pseudo starter role for a bullpen game for the Orioles today, that hasn't stopped anybody. You could give up 5-6 runs in 2-3 innings. Same thing for Dobnak. He was a darling for us last year. Well, the numbers haven't been as good for him this season. A 6.49 ERA, 1.36 WHIP. He's just not keeping runners off the base pass, not keeping runs off the board. And, well, Matt Harvey, he still looks like the pitcher that was struggling to find work in the major leagues. 6.84 ERA this season, 1.64 WHIP. We all know that the Twins still have a ton of pop in that lineup with guys like Miguel Sano, Josh Donaldson, Nelson Cruz, you name it. Like I mentioned, the Orioles and how much they're swinging at balls coming across the plate. I see an over of 10. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit that by the middle innings with Harvey and Dobnak on the mound. Oh, boy. This could be closer to 20, and I'd probably still take the over.
All right, Chris here on the over in this one as we got Twins and Orioles over the total here of 10 runs. And, boy, this Orioles team, the only thing when you look at the Orioles here is as the runs, but they did get the runs yesterday here with putting up on 7 on the Twins. But prior to that, they've had little struggles at the plate.
That's also going to happen when we focus on a 13, 14-game losing streak. But you still have guys in the lineup like Trey Mancini, who's putting up absolute comeback player of the year numbers already, leading the team in home runs and RBIs, is one of the tops in the majors in RBIs as well. You still got guys like Cedric Mullins who can hit for extra bases at the snap of a finger, and guys like Ryan Mountcastle leads the team in strikeouts. But again, that means he's swinging at pitches, so he's looking to hit the ball. And like I said, I'm not playing a team total here. We can get a bunch of runs from the Twins, and all we need are maybe a couple driven in from Mancini, and that can get us well over this number as well.
Yeah, and of course, Baltimore just come off series here against the Chicago White Sox. They did have trouble scoring there. Of course, they did face Berrios not too recently, twice here in this losing streak. So it's been kind of rough sledding here for the Baltimore Orioles. And of course, Chris on the over 10, Twins and Orioles. And of course, this game to begin at 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra in each channel. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. Tonight, we got 4 NBA games up there. We got a hockey as well as a handful of games from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, I mentioned it earlier. For me, it's Whale Bet Wednesday. 5 of my biggest premium plays of the week, biggest and best max unit bets. I got that for $44.95, or you can break them down individually. I got my top Whale Bet side for the NBA playoffs tonight, my top total for the NBA tonight, or a 3-pack for the MLB for $29.95. The NBA plays are $25 each. But guys, like I said, the 5-pack's going to be your best savings. You're going to get one of those plays in a little bit in the recap. And I also, we always talk about those long-term passes, 3-day, 7-day, and 30-day passes. Those are going to be some of your best value as opposed to buying daily. Still got my playoff passes up there as well. Or the 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair me up with anyway. James Clark, who's killing the NBA. Al McMordie, who's been killing it in all of 2021. Tony's been at the top of the MLB leaderboards. Rod, Shane, any of us. We're going to put money in your pocket. You just got to pair us up. Have 2 of us on your side. I can promise you it's going to be your best savings, and it's going to put a ton of money in your pocket.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Chris Ruffalo over at Pig Dogs Premium. Of course, the big plays for tonight going from the NBA as well as Major League Baseball. The long-term pass is your best value. That 3, 7, and 30 sports pass from Chris Ruffalo over at Pig Dogs Premium. That 2-for-1 capper promotion means you can pair up another capper with Chris at a reduced rate. Greater savings there with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Just a reminder, guys, if we get the 300 likes, then we'll get a premium pick from James Clark. We're going to get one already from Chris, so we're just about less than 50 away. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time to welcome Mitch to the show. Of course, Mitch, you'll find him every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time with his morning show. I know, Mitch, I always tune in that morning show. It's a lot of fireworks in that show, and you guys don't always agree.
No, we don't always agree, that's for sure. And Bittler just has no idea what he's talking about sometimes. I think that comes in. Ever since Rod switched to the air fryer from the beef fat fryolator, he's been a little off-center as well. So I don't like to talk about my co-host too much, but I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
No, exactly. You got to tune in, guys. All right, tonight, 7 Eastern time, Blue Jays host the Marlins. That stadium up in Buffalo here. Blue Jays laying $1.36, total 8.5.
Yeah, I like the under in this game. We got 2 good young pitchers. Manoah certainly delivered the goods last time out. It came in with a lot of fanfare. Top Blue Jays pitching prospect from the minors came in with through absolute smoke against the Yankees, who were pretty hot going into that game. And on the other side, Pablo Lopez hasn't always got the result as far as wins and losses, and the Marlins haven't exactly got the results as wins and losses. But it hasn't been his fault. He's really only been hit hard once all season. It seems like all these Marlin pitchers get hit hard once, and he's got a 2.71 ERA. But when you look at his performances, really doesn't give up a lot of runs. He's only given up more than 2 runs twice. One was his first start of the year, and that was a game that the Marlins won anyway. And then the other one, he got hit really hard in Arizona. But outside of that, 2 runs a few times, 1 run a few times, a few shutouts out there. Runs are going to be tough to come by in this one. I like the under. Also, when you look at the public money here, I'm showing in the sample, which may or may not be accurate, unfortunately. But we have our own sample coming out soon enough, so we won't have to rely on other people's sample. We have 39% of the bets and 73% of the money. So that just shows you that the public is on the over, as usual, and the big bettors on the under.
All right, Mitch here, under 8.5 here. 2 really good pitchers on the mound here. Of course, it is the Hitters Park there where they play in Toronto, now up in Buffalo. But one thing to note here, Chris, is the Marlins' bats have been held to 2 runs or fewer here in now 5 of their past 6 games.
Yeah, and this has been the same story for Pablo Lopez. Reason is his ERA is low and his record isn't that great because he gets no run support. I think that's going to be the same case here. Manoah pitched fantastic in his debut. I think we're going to get more of the same here. I like the Blue Jays on the money line in this one.
All right, Blue Jays on money line. Mitch here on Marlins and Blue Jays under 8.5. Mitch, what do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? We got the games begin here about 10 minutes of the hour.
Well, we got our regular YouTube Premium. We got our Premium VIP show where I got this pick from. It's where I got it from. Actually, Rod gave it out on the regular Premium, and then we talked about it on the VIP with the money movement there. So that's kind of stuff we talk about. We have fun on there. It's kind of like we're all awake, for the late show, but kind of like how Chris is for this one. You guys are for this one. It's 3:30. It's 4:30 in the morning on the morning show for me. So. And everyone knows I've been up for hours before that already working. So we have a lot going on at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. With tech and things like that, and Tony knows the story. It's you always hope that it's going to come out. You're always excited about it, but then, then it always is sit and wait. And that's pretty much where we are right now too. We're kind of in a small holding pattern, but we have some really, really exciting stuff that you've never seen on other websites before, and some stuff that you've seen on other websites just done a lot better by us. I'm really excited. Stuff like this money movement that you have to pay for at other sites. We're going to have it all 100% free.
All right, guys, that's Mitch here on the show. Be sure to check him out over at the Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, tune in every day, 10:30 a.m. each time with the morning show. All right, Mitch, as always, great having the show. Have yourself a great night. We'll tune in tomorrow at 10:30.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, Mitch here on the show. Guys, reminder, we get to 300 likes. We'll get to James Clark with a free pick. We're less than about 25 away, so keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. Now it's time for my pick, and we're going to go over to Major League Baseball for this one as, the Rockies host the Rangers. Rangers laying $1.14. Total sits here at 11. I'm going to come back here with the Colorado Rockies. I was on them yesterday. Rockies at plus 104. I mean, Zenzatellis pitched well here past 3 games, and I just have more confidence in these Rockies bats at home than I do on a Rangers team that has not won a road game on this road trip. It's just been atrocious here for Texas. They're struggling to score runs. I'm going to take the Rockies here again, Chris, at plus 104.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you, mainly because I want nothing to do with Jordan Lyles in a starting role, especially in the thin air of Colorado. And I mean, Senzatella hasn't pitched well this season, especially from a wins-loss perspective, but he's a lot better than what I've seen from Lyles, who I group in the same group as Dobnak and Matt Harvey. Just a pitcher I've seen get lit up more often than not. So I'm with you on the Rockies at home in this one.
All right, agreement here on the Rockies. Plus 104 against the Texas Rangers. Guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I got a 3-pack going on tonight. I got an NBA with a couple of Major League Baseball premium plays. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 Capper promotion over at Pick Dogs Premium, so check it out there. All right, let's continue on with the show. We're just shy. We need about 20 more likes to get to 300. James Clark is still logged in, so we get to 300 by the end of the recap. Then we'll bring him on and get a premium pick here from James Clark. Let's go ahead and do the show recap right now. And Shorr will join us here for the recap. We started off here with Joe Duffy. He was on Golden Knights puck line plus 1.5 goals, minus 145 against the Avalanche. Joe D'Amico, Cardinals run line plus 1.5 runs, plus 105 against LA Dodgers. Al, 76ers Wizards under 229.5, and Hawks plus 1.5 against the Knicks. Shane was on Grizzlies plus 9.5 against the Jazz. James Clark, Clippers Mavericks under 217. Chris, Twins Orioles over 10. Mitch was on Marlins Blue Jays under 8.5. Yours truly, Rockies plus 104 against the Rangers. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, Tony, I got to be with you. I'm going to hammer the Rockies tonight because I love Colorado in this spot. I just think that, like I said, Jordan Lyles is a favorite on the road in Colorado. No thanks. The Rockies only win their games at home, apparently. So give me the Rockies and the great value in this one.
All right, the Rockies are agreement there. All right, let's go over to Ann. Ann, which, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I like Chris's pick tonight. The over at 10. That's set high for a reason. When you have an over in baseball, it's at 4 or total at 4. It always stays under. It's at 10, goes over.
All right, they were going there. Okay, guys, we're just a couple of likes away here from getting that free pick, that free premium pick here from James Clark. So let's go over to Chris. We got to 200. As promised, you're going to deliver here a premium pick for the show.
Well, tell James Clark to get on standby because we've now broken.
We've broken 300, and Chris goes to Frozen. How do you like that, right? All right, here we go. Chris is back. All right.
There he is.
Am I back? We're good?
You're back. You're back.
Good?
Yes.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. So for me, for my premium, we're going to go with the Boston Red Sox tonight on the money line. Frankly, the Boston Red Sox don't lose with Nick Pivetta on the mound. 11-1 in his 12 team starts since being traded to the team last year. He's 8-0 with a 3.53 ERA. No disrespect to Framber Valdez and the Houston Astros, who have a fantastic lineup. But like I said, the Red Sox have a fantastic lineup of their own, and they just don't lose with Pivetta on the mound. Take the Red Sox and the plus money tonight.
Red Sox and the plus money here from Chris Ruffalo with his free premium play here. That one's 8 Eastern time start. All right, let's go back to Skype and let's bring in James Clark. All right, James, your delivery with your free premium pick. We got over 300 likes.
I appreciate the support, guys. Thank y'all for getting up 300 likes. My play tonight is the Clippers -7. I think the Clippers are the team. that we've been seeing the last 2 games that everybody thought they'd be the whole season. You know, they stepped up their defense. They're playing good offense. You got a bang-up Luka coming in. I just look for the Clippers to get a double-digit win here, guys. So that's my premium pick.
All right, James Clark with the Clippers -7 with his free premium pick to get to 300 likes. And have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow, James.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's bring in the crew for tonight. We didn't get to 500, unfortunately. 307.
I just wanted to bail Chris out, you know.
Thank you. Taking one for the team. We greatly appreciate that.
Hey, you know, we can try again next week, right?
Well, but the thing is, the key is we got to get it out earlier in the show. That probably would have got us
There you
over the
go.
hump. But we'll think about it till next week, right, Chris?
Absolutely, and don't worry, I'll threaten people. I'll say if we get to 1,000, I will burn my Speedo, and then we will stream it live for everybody to see.
Absolutely. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Back tomorrow. Guys, tune in at 6 Eastern time. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. Of course, it all gets started, guys, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. We got Mitch, we got Rod Zawacki, and Brian Biller. Let's bring on the crew from tonight's show. Of course, I've got to get the keys ready for that here because we had to go over to James Clark and get him on the old Skype. But wave a good night to everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you guys tomorrow live.